Welcome back to Affirmations. I want to thank my subscribers as well as new subscribers that I got, as well as those who are returning. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, okay? Hoping everyone had a great week. If you didn't, what's one thing you can do in order to make it better for next week, okay? Wishing everyone mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical health, okay? And for those who are new, we have a saying. And for those who would like to join me in saying the saying, please join me. Death and life and the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Have you been feeding yourself fresh or rotten fruit? Always wanting to mind the self-talk that we do with ourselves, as well as what we speak aloud, as well as what we speak about others. Again, if we're being malicious, aligned on others, sometimes that can activate reap what you sow. So we want to be kind, okay? For those of you that are new, that's not it yet. I'm going too fast. For those of you that are new, each week we'll talk from the DBT deck for clients and therapists, 101 mindful practices to manage distress, regulate emotions, and build better relationships. Okay, we're tackling the topic of healing slave trauma, looking at how we've been affected. Okay, and also too, in the past, we used the self-therapy card deck, an excellent deck as well. That helps us all, would help you be able to look at issues that probably are still affecting you today. Okay. So we may go back to these at some point because it's a lot of them that we did not use. Okay. Hopefully my camera's acting right. Okay. So let's see. It looked like it froze up a little bit. Also, too, want everybody to get the book Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, America's Legacy of Enduring Injury and Healing by Dr. Joy DeGury. We've heard of post-traumatic stress syndrome, but never post-traumatic slave syndrome. There's no behavior or a negative type of behavior trait that does not stem from slavery. So we want you all to get this book to see how we're still being affected, okay? This is specific to our people, okay? So with that, we are going to collect the stones and see which one we're going to speak from today, okay? Okay. Let's see which one we're going to get. Okay, we got peace. Okay, we got peace. Let's see. That goes to the turquoise deck. And wishing everyone peace of mind, okay? And contentment. Okay, peace. We said the turquoise deck, right? Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So because they're a little bit flimsy, I'm just going to shuffle this way and see what pops out. Okay. Let's see what we're going to get. Okay, here it is. Where did we get this one before? So this is something called opposite to emotion for procrastination. Okay, so opposite of emotion is one that we've had where you do the opposite emotion of what you want to, what you normally feel like. Do the opposite. This is for procrastination. It says Nike has an over 30-year-old ad campaign with the slogan, just do it. Whenever you are faced with a lack of motivation, simply take the first action step and do it. Make a list of tasks you have procrastinated on and complete one now. Okay, so just do it. And I want to talk about this in regard to our people in slavery. You know, we had to do it. You know, it wasn't such thing of procrastination. There were severe consequences. To where today, where that plays out is that we don't want to do it, right? And so we, you know, when you look at a family, a family system where, you know, you'll be like, okay, we need this done. You'll have a person that's very angry and agitated. And then they'll call it nagging. When you be like, okay, we got to get this done. You know, this is due. You know, the bill's due. And then you have sometimes the way that plays out is because we had to, we didn't have the choice. Sometimes now we're going in the opposite direction to just to have our way, right? We're taking on master's behavior like I don't have to. Right? Even if it's at the detriment of the family, right? So now stuff that needs to be done are basic things that we need to just discuss that just needs to be done is called nagging, right? We get angry and agitated, right? But if we're around other groups There's no problem. They can come to us and say, okay, well, let's talk about this. We need to get this done and get this done. They're like, okay, cool. What time works for you? Okay, great. But then in a family setting, all of a sudden it's anger, and it becomes a power tool in order to control, right? Abuse of power. Okay. So that's something that we want to look at. Are we doing that? Are we procrastinating on purpose, right? Just because we can, right? And also, too, liking the fact that people need us so we can say no. What about that, right? So now you're the master, taking on that oppressive master behavior. We experience that a lot. We'll go places wanting to get loans. Guess what they tell us? No. No. So then we turn around and take that anger out on ourselves. And this is another book at some point I'm going to introduce to y'all by Dr. Chris Whistling. It's a deep book where she talks about how eventually, if a group really has no power, if one group has suppressed another group, what happens is they will start eating each other. Okay. So we want to make sure we're not participating in that. And there was a time when we didn't, but we've a lot of programming going. Okay. All right. And with that, I'm going to pick an affirmation card. Looks like my storage is flagging me saying, lady, clear out your storage. Okay. Let's see what we're going to get. Oh, there's one. It says, let's see.